What's up? What's up? It's Dream Team. It's your boy Deshaun.
Jason.
Hope y'all had a good week. I know I had a good week. I'm getting ready for this trip I'm about to go on, so y'all won't hear from me on Tuesday
Or Thursday. Or, well, Friday.
No, Thursday. Well, Friday, yeah, you will.
Yeah.
But because I'm gonna be back in town like Tuesday. Like,
Oh, okay.
Evening. I'm just gonna be gone from Sunday to Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So y'all hear from me Friday, but not Tuesday.
Go pick up my girl, bring her back.
But anyway, yeah. So
I wanted to bring this up of men's mental health. I wanted to talk about that for a little bit. How serious it is. For one instance, like schizophrenia, for example. I didn't think.
Now playing Miss Me by Drake on Spotify. You can always ask me to switch to a different app.
switch.
My
Interruption there by Siri.
My
Special guest
apologies.
Siri.
My apologies. Anyway, let's focus. Let's get back on track. Schizophrenia. I was reading up on that a little bit, and we looked it up just now. The cases of delusions and overly excitement and not having the inspiration to do things and voices and like I said, they had this painter who had a severe case of schizophrenia, and I think they knew that he wasn't going to live long, but I don't think they told him.
Messed up.
Yeah, I don't think they told him, because I feel like that. I really don't know why they didn't tell him. I don't know, but anyway, what happened was they asked him for the remainder of his days to paint a portrait of him. Easy, so he did, but all the portraits, so the first picture starts off normal, a normal portrait, then the second one normal, a tiny bit weirder but normal, and then it more gets weird, and then don't look like a portrait at all. It turns into like squares and shapes and mouths and eyes and really weird stuff, and then he would go on to kill himself.
Oh, so he committed suicide.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, that makes sense because what he had, yeah.
Yeah. So
basically, he was telling his story through the paintings, or like what he was seeing, or like experiencing.
I'm guessing, but it was really weird. It was really, really weird, and just showed me how serious mental health is. One other example is like when you see all these people on like security cameras. Oh, this was the last footage of him before he went missing, and they're doing weird stuff with their hands. It's all mental health, I think. I don't think they're seeing ghosts. I don't like Elisa Lam, for example. May that girl rest in peace, but her case is so nutty. Like, it's like a jar of just straight nut. Anyway.
Great analogy.
No, it's so nutty. Like, so what happened was this. Elisa Lam, here, I'll pull it up, and I can add it in post. But, Elisa Lam, this was in L.A.
Ew.
I know, right?
Ew.
Not Elisa L.A.
Disgusting L.A.
This was her. So this was the last footage of her. And so context, Elisa Lam was this young 20-year-old something. She was in L.A. doing something, and she
Hollywood, probably.
Yeah, some probably. And she was in this hotel, and the last the last footage of her was a elevator camera, and so like I said, we're gonna put it up now for y'all to watch, but in case y'all can't watch, it's pretty much her really acting weird, like hiding in the elevator. She's poking her head out looking, and then she's talking to someone who doesn't seem to be there. So for a vocal description of the video, now we'll watch the video.
Local description of the video. Big words there, buddy. Big words.
Yeah, I know, right?
Come out your head like that.
I didn't. Me too. Can you see it?
I can see it. I'm not blind. Well, I am blind, but. I'm I've never seen the elevator door take that long to close.
So it looks like she like was like hiding from something. No, she poked her head out and looked twice, and now look at her. She's hiding from something. Like she's hiding. Like that's no mistake. Look, she keeps poking her head out. Like Jesus. She's poking her head out again.
Let's say if something was following her, I want to stick my head out. I would close the elevator door.
Yeah. We're not gonna watch it all, obviously, but yeah, that's pretty much it. And so that night she was found dead.
In the hotel?
Well, you know how the hotels have the water tanks?
Yeah. She's found dead in that?
She was found dead in the water tank. What makes it even more baffling is that the water tank was locked on the outside. So we're like, all right, wait. So I really think so. Real quick, I do think foul play was involved, but the elevator, security camera footage, I think that was mental health. I think maybe she had schizophrenia, or I think she did have some type of mental illness. I think she had bipolar, or something, and so which would explain, you know, her being, you know, weird or, you know, something like that. What's not explained is how the fuck she got in that water tower, and how the hell did it get locked from the outside. So somebody obviously picked up this poor woman, had to carry her up, you know, up the ladder.
Yeah.
And then, you know, somehow get her up there. You know, I'm like, what the fuck? It's really weird.
Some things you'll never know.
Yeah, but I think that was and they thought, no, she's on drugs. There was no drugs in her system when she was found. This is her.
You think people in LA have problems?
Yes.
Like, well, of course they do, but like,
Yes, very
certain
much
things that
actually.
happen with, like, actors
Very,
and stuff,
very much.
and even singers.
Here, real quick, here's the water tower she was found in. How the fuck you carry a body up that? I mean, Chris Watts did it to his children, but fucking monster. He deserved to die, Chris Watts. Look at this. Look, she's cute too. That really sucks. Anyway.
I feel like LA messes with a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like, LA is a place I would like to visit, not live.
And the Cecil Hotel where she died at, that had been the site of so many suicides and murders, and like serial killers used to stay there. I'm like, why would you stay at this hotel? This doesn't sound like a good idea.
They like this.
I guess, you know, the rush.
We have haunted places down here, apparently.
Like where?
Downtown. Like a hotel, I think is one of them, and like some other places.
Let's go to it.
Well, I think we'll get arrested if we go there.
Here, let's drink a shit ton of alcohol and go ghost hunting. But no.
You're gonna die.
Yeah.
Like, that is not a good combination. Like alcohol.
Try a motherfucking
I'm not trying
piece.
this cookie.
Just try a piece of it.
I'm not trying this
I'll
cookie.
pay you $1.
He's trying to make me eat this cookie. I'm not eating this
Give
cookie.
me the fucking.
You take the cookie
pussy.
back.
It tastes good.
I don't want it.
Anyway, but yeah, you know, mental health makes people do crazy things. One instance, this one example of this man who was supposed to get from point A to point B. He got to the middle part, parked his car, or got to middle of point A and point B, parked his car in a like Walmart parking lot, and sat in his car for 2 days straight and never got out.
What can you be doing in your car for 2 days straight?
People say when they walk past, he was just doing this.
You're sitting there?
Yeah,
No
just
eating,
sitting
no
there.
eating, no sleeping.
No eating, no sleeping, just sitting there looking forward. And then when the mother of this person called and be like, where the fuck are you? He was like, I'm just chilling in the. I'm on my way right now. So they looked on, they found his location. He hadn't moved. So they sent someone to go get him. This person found him and said, "Hey, brother, what the hell you doing?" He's like, "Oh, I'm just, I'm on my way to my parents' house, blah, blah, blah." And he's like, "Well, they just called me, man. They're waiting for you. Why don't you go ahead and go?" He's like, "All right, I'll go." So he started his car, drove off. The guy followed him to make sure. And then eventually the guy did spear off because he thought, all right, he's going now. So a few days go by, he still hadn't been showed up. So they checked location again. He's now closer, but he's in another Walmart parking lot, just sitting there. So the guy comes up again. "Hey, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I thought you were good, brother."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Nah, I'm on my way. I just had to chill for a second." They're like, "Well, no, skedaddle." So, sure enough, he turns about the car on. He drives. The guy follows him, and I would have followed him to the destination at this point, but for some reason the dumbass didn't. And so, about 45 minutes went by, I'm guessing, and he was like, "All right, I think he actually is gonna go now," and drove off. A couple days later, they can't find him. And now they turned the location on. They don't have his location. They found his location, or they found his phone's location. And they don't know where he is though. They don't know if he's dead, alive. He's just missing. Now, I used to immediately. I can't talk. Immediately think drugs. But now I'm more thinking mental health, man. That has to have something to do with it, like mental illness.
You can be on drugs, but you can still be functional depending on what drug you take.
Yeah, like there's this one drug out there called a Flocka.
Flocka.
Flocka. That motherfucker makes you lose control of your body. It makes you look like a zombie. Like you start making weird noises. Your arm will.
I think that's the same. Is that the same drug that people used to take back in the day? Used to eat people, like literally like a zombie.
In a way,
drug.
bath salt. That one dude, that one black guy who snorted bath salt and ate that dude's face off. Yeah.
I know bath salt. You know people at school was trying to do that bath salts.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy. I was like, dumb idiot.
Like damn near Flocka and bath salt, fucking damn near give you superhuman strength almost. Because they were trying they were trying to pull this fucker off, this guy who was eating this man's face, and they couldn't. He was so strong, and the batons weren't doing shit. The tasers weren't doing shit.
It's just like when people say alcohol, if you drink enough, you can't feel pain. Now I don't know if that's true.
Well, for the longest time, and up until the 80s, doctors thought babies couldn't feel pain, so whenever they would operate on them, they wouldn't use anesthesia.
That's dumb.
Yeah, very stupid. I don't know why they thought that.
Like they're babies. They feel more pain than us. You can barely tap them.
Yeah, literally. That's very dumb.
You think that's true?
I don't know.
Like you drink enough alcohol, you won't feel anything.
No. I think if you drink enough alcohol, you'll be so drunk that you won't even notice, or probably won't even care that you have a big ass hole in your arm.
Make you think about adrenaline, like when you say like
what?
Shut up.
What?
Shut up.
Say that one more time, brother.
Adrenaline.
There you go,
I'm
brother.
saying that right, whatever.
Here you go, brother.
When you have enough of that, you can get shot and you won't even know till your heart rate starts to slow down and stuff, and you actually start to like calm down.
Yeah, adrenaline will save your life.
So you think alcohol is kind of like that?
No. No. No, I don't.
You just said you can drink enough to where you don't like a big ass hole in your arm.
Yeah, that means you're fucking drunk and stupid and too distracted to care or even notice. It's still gonna hurt like hell. Adrenaline, nothing hurts. You get shot in the head and you'll be like, ugh. I know I'm dead, but...
There is possibility that some people do get shot in the head, but they're like running so high up and stuff that they can make it to the hospital. Some people have lived through headshots with gunshot wound, like
with like right
shotgun
here.
wounds like, in the head.
Like, how the hell did your ass survive that? This one dude, my dad's a landscaper. He walked up on this one dude one time who had, he shot himself in the head. It was a gnarly scene. So blood, the gun, the pieces of his head, what made it bad is that the guy was still alive.
Did he make it?
I don't think he did, actually. I think he died later on, but Yeah, I think he did die later on.
You know, there was this video on Twitter that it was this woman, a guy beside her, and like their friend. I think he was a guy too in the back seat.
Mm.
And people always do this. Kids, no matter if you're a kid or an adult, do not play with fucking guns. Shit's stupid.
Yeah.
So she was an adult. All the people in the car was adult. Her, the guy, and the guy in the back. And she was playing with the gun. Whoop-de-doo. She turned the gun like this way. Shot the guy. All you see is the guy eyes go back in this. And you see the blood just dripping like from his head. And his eyes is like that. And he's like breathing, but like it's paused. He survived. Like he didn't die later. Like he survived. But now his head is all fucked up. Like got hit in there and everything.
Punch that bitch right in the face.
She got charged
with attempted murder.
I don't know what it's with, but I know she had some jail time. I don't know if she's still in jail or like if she got out.
I'd have crocked that bitch right in the chin.
But it's
My
like,
bitch, you shot me in the head.
Why play with guns?
I don't
There's
know.
another one where, and this one was sad, and I watched it too, because Twitter, they don't care. They just show shit.
Yeah.
And this is sad. So, for anybody who's listening, sorry if you went through this with family members or something or anything, hopefully not.
Warning real quick.
Yeah.
Warning if you need to click away. Probably some serious topics. I don't know what's in his head, so
But
be ready. So,
Yeah,
fair
please.
warning. Go ahead and click off some sensitive topics being talked about now.
like
Go
I
ahead,
seen
brother.
this. There's these two kids. They were cousins. There's these two kids.
You've
here.
seen this, like a video?
It was on Twitter. Yeah.
Okay,
Like I said, Twitter don't care.
yeah.
So it was these two kids in the restroom. They was videotaping themselves. They were cousins, a guy and a girl. They're like
Oh.
13, 12, 14, maybe at the oldest. The girl was the oldest, but the
Mm-hmm.
boy was younger. The whole family was downstairs. They was in the restroom with the door closed, like on Instagram Live or whatever. And this, I don't know how she found it, had a gun in her hand. The little girl.
Mm-hmm.
She had a gun in her hand. It had a drum too.
Oh,
So
shit.
she was
Oh, shit.
She was acting all hard and stuff, waving the gun around, saying stuff like, blah, blah, shoot you, blah, blah, acting cool and stuff. And then and like I said, don't play with guns. Stupid. So her cousin, the guy, was just looking in the mirror, like, I guess, like, fixing his face, whatever, like, just looking in the mirror at himself or something.
Mm-hmm.
Her dumb ass held the gun to her cousin's head, the guy, and would just send it there. And even if, like, don't hold it to your cousin's head in the first place, right? But
Yeah.
why would you move your finger?
said right.
Like, you can see her finger, like,
Move,
moving.
yeah.
So, like, why would you move if you know it's loaded? It has a fucking drum hanging at the bottom of it. So you see her finger move, and then all of a sudden it moves to the point to where it hits the trigger. Bam, shot him in the head.
You know
all
how-
you see is his body go.
You know how
On
sensitive
the
that
ground.
fucking trigger is?
Exactly.
That
She barely put pressure
that
on him.
trigger is made to be not made for safety. The gun has a safety
It
for
has
a
a safety
reason.
button, yeah.
That trigger is sensitive as hell. That's why whenever a gun is around, I don't know, I get nervous and shit. Like when my grandma's like cleaning her gun, I know she know what she's doing, but you never know. But yeah,
So after that, there's more to the story. After
Oh, wow.
that, shot her cousin in the head. All you see is his body go.
he died.
So he's gone. Yeah, he's point blank in the head.
Oh.
So he's gone. She dropped the gun out of nervousness. She was looking around like, oh my gosh, like what did I do? She looked at her cousin's body. She went over there. She sat down on the ground. She found the gun.
Oh, she killed herself.
Shot herself. Family was screaming like, what's going on up there, kid? Just heard 2 gunshots.
I think that's
Family
real.
opened the door, walked in, seen them on the floor.
You think that's real?
They're dead. Yeah, it was on the news and everything. Like they're dead.
Oh,
That was real. They're dead.
Well, dumbass don't
Yeah.
play with guns.
And it was like I think they made a law off of it too, or something like that, or something. But I know it's real.
I
I
unfortunately I heard this story that it did bring me to tears when I heard it. This man, this black guy, I think he was a felon and he couldn't have a gun, but he did have a gun, and his 2-year-old daughter. His 2-year-old daughter, this little gorgeous girl, them pretty much, was walked upstairs one day and found the gun and looked at it and shot herself right in the
heard
head.
that story. Foul play.
Killed her right there.
No, it was foul play.
You think so?
You know how heavy a gun is? Even the smallest gun you can find. You know how heavy that gun is to pull up to yourself?
Nah.
Jason.
Yeah, I don't think
Have you felt? Have you
a
held
baby
a gun?
woman. She could pick up a gun.
My sister can't even. Now my sister never held a gun, but
Thank
the
God.
way my mom
She
has a
never has
small
to.
gun, like a small little 9, I think. Even that little shit has some weight to it. When I shoot it, it jerks back, and I'm a dude holding a 9. My dad has a bigger gun, and I shot his gun before, and it jerks your hand back.
Yeah.
And if that little one could do the same thing, just imagine what a big one's gonna do.
Yeah.
That little girl, when I tell you it's hard for me to pull, at that time I was like 16, 15. But I'm bigger than a 2-year-old. It was hard for me to pull the trigger. It was hard for me to hold the gun and pull the trigger. It jerked back.
Guns nowadays are getting
No.
more
Jason,
lighter,
no.
more
No.
sophisticated.
If a gun is light, that you either got robbed or you just got something that shoots out like BB guns or something, because ain't no way.
You know what I mean? Light guns do so much damage.
BB gun? So you tell me
No,
the
I'm talking
2-year-old
about
had
an
a BB
actual.
gun?
I'm talking about an actual gun that weighs a few less than a normal.
I
gun.
promise you, that little girl did not pick up a gun.
Well,
that
anyway,
weighed
I don't
feather.
think it was foul play involved.
I think the
that-
cops did investigate it, because they even said, ain't no way a 2-year-old can shoot herself in the head. Even my dad said that. He's like, a gun is too heavy for a 2-year-old to pick up a gun and shoot herself in the head. There was some foul play or something happened. Or he set it up to where she held the gun to herself and then he made her finger hit the trigger. So it was something. Because if a 15-year-old, is not having trouble, but it's a little weight for me, a 15-year-old guy, to hold a gun up and then shoot it and it jerks back. How in the fudge is a 2-year-old gonna do that? Nah, that father did something. Cause why did he kill himself?
Huh?
Why did he kill himself?
He didn't.
Which story is it then?
The motherfucker, we talking about the fucking 2 different stories. Your ass wouldn't let me finish.
I'm just looking at stuff you were scrolling through, but I don't know which one he's going to.
Okay, so
But
pretty
rather
much
to-
in the story I'm talking about, she kills herself. They find her. The father does go to jail for having a weapon, but he doesn't kill himself. He just goes to jail. So we're talking about 2 different.
No, we're not talking about that. I was just looking at things you were scrolling through. One said killed himself or something. I'm just saying, regardless.
I didn't
the
find.
2-year-old
Oh,
Well, still, a 2-year-old cannot kill themselves. Come on.
I don't know. Like I said, I've heard a lot of instances where damn near toddlers have picked up guns and shot their mothers and
If a
shot
toddler
them.
can pick up a gun, I want to put that toddler in gym class or something. Cause that toddler's strong as fuck. If they can lift up a gun,
Well, yeah,
even BB guns weigh a little something.
they do.
So how can
But
how can a
I
little
still
baby
think-
pick up a gun?
I still think it's possible.
It's not possible.
I think it is.
I'm gonna put you know what? I'm gonna put a poll up on our YouTube after this video to see how many of y'all would think that. I'm putting it on Instagram too.
Will you now? Oh, you're so bad.
Yeah. I want to see how
Look
many people
bad
think.
you are.
I want to see how many people think a 2-year-old can pick up a gun and shoot themselves.
I don't know. I hope I never have to experience that at all with any situation, but I think it's possible.
You shot a gun before, right?
Yeah,
You know how much a gun weighs.
Well, it depends on the gun. It all just depends on the gun,
What is the
DeAndre.
lightest gun you've held? What is the smallest gun you've held?
Gum?
Gun.
You said gum.
I think the smallest gun
Yes.
even weighs a lot.
DeAndre, it all just depends on the situation. Depends on how many bullets are in the gun. Depends
Bullets do
on.
not add that much weight. The gun itself, I've cleaned my dad's gun. I've cleaned my mom's gun. The gun itself, without bullets in it, is gonna weigh a lot.
Well, I don't know. I just think it's possible.
You just said bullets too. She shot herself, so to me, a bullet was in there means heavier. So that didn't make sense either.
Well, yeah. Well, no, I'm telling if there was one bullet in there, alright, it would have been a little lighter than it was if it had, 7 bullets in there.
I don't think it's my thing. I don't think it was. I think something was off with that.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna put that poll out there.
Yeah, but anyway, new segment, talking about this for a while. Let's talk about the card coming up, the UFC card.
Well,
So, it's my boy Alex Pereira, one of my favorites currently fighting his toughest opponent of yet. I think a guy named Aman Ankalaev.
David the Goliath.
Hold on. UFC.
Oh, do you see? While you looking at, you see, Elon Musk had another kid by another one of his wives. Dude has like 4 wives,
No, I didn't see that.
and he looks ugly as fuck. How is he getting? Well, money obviously is how he's getting all these women. But
What to say? Don't get it.
apparently they're cool with it because he's not with them, but he has a kid by him. But apparently they're getting paid, so I guess they have no problem with it. So it's just like, would you do that if
No.
you were, say, if a famous woman dated you, and you had a kid by them? Would you still date them? Because you know you get money for child support, because obviously she's gonna have to pay it. But
Yeah.
so you'd be cool with that?
Cool with what?
Just being a single dad.
Yeah, why not? Anyway, so alright, we got Alex Pereira. He is 12 and motherfucking 2. 10 wins by knockout, 3 title defenses, and 4 first round finishes. His last fight was a guy named Khalil Roundtree Jr. He finished him in the 4th round with a TKO, technical knockout. His striking accuracy is 63%. He has 581 significant strikes landed and 921 significant strikes attempted. His takedown accuracy is 100%. Because he don't do it. His takedown defense is 70%. His average fight time is 10 minutes and 38 seconds. His significant strength defense is 55%. His knockdown average is 0.99%. His significant strength, or strikes, my bad, strike. That might be the word. Strikes absorbed is 3.44%. Submission average is 0.28%. Significant, I'm guessing strikes landed. Yeah. 5.46. I'm fucking having a brain fart. And takedown average is 0.14%. He's really good. Like, he's won his past 1, 2, 3, 4. He's won his past 4 fights. 5 fights ago, he fought this dude. Israel.
Yeah.
And got knocked the fuck out. In round 2, I watched that fight live, but he's on a win streak. He's on a 4 win streak. He beat this guy by knockout, or by TKO, technical knockout. He beat this guy by knockout, this guy by knockout, and this guy by TKO, the technical knockout. So he's on a roll. But his opponent, Magomed Ankalaev, is 21-1. He has 11 wins by knockout and 6 first round finishes. His takedown accuracy is 31%. Striking accuracy is 53%. Significant strikes landed, 592. Significant strikes attempted, 1,119. Takedowns landed, none, I guess, because there's not a number. Takedowns attempted, 32. This guy must have not been fought in the UFC for that long. His takedown defense is 87%. His average fight time is 11 minutes and 37 seconds. His significant strike defense is 59%. His knockdown average is 0.95%. His significant strikes absorbed, I'm guessing, is 2.35. Submission average 0.00%. Significant strikes landed per minute, 3.68. And takedown average per 15 minutes is 0.92. So this is most definitely Alex's probably his most toughest fight, without a doubt. And only reason is because Alex don't wrestle. This dude wrestles. But he said that he's gonna stand with him. He's not gonna wrestle. He's just gonna strike. So if he keeps his word, then I think Alex will win. But if he doesn't, then I don't think Alex will win. But I'll show you some of his highlights. Maybe not right now, actually. All right. Well, it looks like we are out of time. I know this is a little short episode, but we'll be back Thursday or next Friday.
Next Friday. I'll let y'all know how my trip went.
Yes.
There'll be a lot to talk about. For any of y'all who knows Brad Paisley, that's who we're going to see. I know there's some country fans out there. I, for one, am one. People don't believe that.
I like Brad Paisley.
You know who Brad Paisley is?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, see?
I know Brad Paisley.
Yeah, we're going to see
white.
him. Well, people like, oh, you're black. No, because our manager, not going to say his name, but the guy.
Oh, okay.
I was in the back working on, like, some boxes and stuff and, like, having to, like...
Oh, shit.
Well, no, it was cool. I was back there. I was
working on boxes.
I was.
What was you doing?
He made me sort out the clothes and like those.
Did you open
little
anything?
things. Yes, I had to open boxes.
Did you take them up from the pile and put them in the rail?
I had to put them in like the little like
Did-
gray bins.
Did you pick up the boxes from the pile from the pallet and put them in the rail?
Oh no, not that.
All right then.
I was
Go
still
on.
working.
Nah. Go on.
Anyway, I was
Go on.
sorting. I
Go
was
on with
sorting
the little
clothes.
story.
I was sorting clothes in the little buckets, stacking them in like fours, and
Fucking
kept stacking them and
bitch.
stuff, whatever. And I was like, "Hey, can I listen to music back here?" He's like, "Yeah, you can use the speaker back there."
Mm-hmm.
So I put the speaker on and I was playing some country music. And I think it caught him off guard because he came back there like 3 times before he left for the night. And like I guess every time he came back there, he expected to hear like me listening to like rap or something like that.
Mhm.
And it was just still country. And then because the way he was like talking, it's like he was like kind of like surprised.
And I bet.
And then he started talking country too. He made like 2 little comments or something. He's like, you say, ugh. It sounded like he was trying to have like a country accent. It sounded like he was trying to have like a country accent or something. So like I think he was surprised.
And then he came up to you and said, "Deshaun, I thought you were black."
Like I was listening to some Brad Paisley, getting ready for this concert. You know, just brushing up on some songs and everything. And it's pretty good. I like the songs.
I do too.
But
anyway, yes, we're gonna call it here. Hope y'all enjoyed our bullshit, but the mental health we want to spread.
That's not bullshit. That's
we want to spread more awareness on that. But we love you all and peace.